marker. Everybody look at Iskra.
Action on the cheer. Oh, listen. It's getting so scary. It's a really scary story. And now laugh at it. Okay. And yes?
Yes.
No.
No.
They burn her.
They burn her.
And cut.
Cut. Do you want the jeans on? What's next?
A jacket or a blanket?
Thanks, Sam.
The story was really inspired by a dream. I like fairy tales a lot. I grew up with the Brothers Grimm's fairy tales. So it really started with this dream, and then I developed it in a writing class my first semester at UT. Kind of slowly evolved in workshops. And it was actually a really big production for UT. And I almost wasn't going to do it this year, but I have like this deal with myself that whatever project I have, whatever I'm really, really passionate about, no matter how challenging it is, I have to do it. That's the priority. So. It's the story of a grandmother and a granddaughter, and it's basically their relationship. They live in this little shack in the middle of a field. There's some kind of secret between them. There's a little bit of tension, and the secret is what happened to Iris's parents, the girl's parents. We find out what the secret is in the scene, which is the puppet show. Basically, what the granddaughter realizes is that the puppet show she's seen every year is a little different this time around, and that's how she finds out the secret.
She approaches her work in sort of a thematic perspective rather than a purely character or melodrama-based perspective. So we talked a lot about, the symbols, the feelings of things, the colors, the same sort of way that I approach my own movies, which is why it seemed like a project that I could relate to.
Iskra wanted Iris Moon to be this really mystical Eastern European, unspecified period kind of tone where the mother is very mystical, cool colors, and Maka is more warmer tones where it's more earthy. Same with Iris, she's a little earthy.
Almost all of our early conversations were really more about story and really hashing out a lot of the symbols. Ships, ocean are big symbols here, even though we're not by the ocean, and we only have the ships in terms of the puppet show. So we got this shack out in the middle of this huge field to be like a ship out in the middle of the ocean with the waves in the back. So lucked out on this location and on a crew that built the shack. It wasn't easy to find a location like that, mostly because we needed a huge open field without basically 360 degrees of wilderness because we're shooting all around this house.
And we had some issues in the fact that, we are in Central Texas, and getting characters to do not speak in a Texan drawl is sometimes difficult because you can't have your Middle Eastern folk talking like this. So it's really kind of hard for a while. The casting process was difficult because there were some people with some pretty severe accents that were coming up for the parts. And, it was a family we were casting, so it had to sound the same, and yet none of them had to sound Texan.
Tonight is the puppet show where Maka, the grandmother, performs this little puppet show for an audience, people that come in once a year, and Iris always does music for it, so that makes it more interesting and things like that. And so the composer wrote something for me to play tonight, and I'm playing the intro of it, and I don't really have the rest memorized, so this will be interesting.
I play the mysterious woman that might be related to Iris, might not. We're not sure. I wear a lot of blue. And it's really fun to get to work on this project because Tiger and I really are mom and daughter, and we don't get to do that very often, so this is really fun.
This is when Iris catches her eye for the first time. She's never noticed you because she's been so involved with the show. This is when you see her So basically that's like your reaction to her.
Does she see me?
She sees you, yeah, so you look into each other's eyes.
Okay.
That might be the last time you look into each other's eyes.
Okay.
So at the beginning, when you say your first line word, you basically bring out each puppet in their space. So the sailor is going to be in the left. It's going to be in the water. Yeah. Well, he's going to have a ship for you when we sail it all. And we're going to come right into the first line. Okay. Then we will rehearse it again before we roll.
We're actually really lucky. We had a beautiful day yesterday. It's gotten slightly warmer each day, so I was really, really worried. We started on Friday night, it was freezing. It's still, 40 degrees, which is nothing to, laugh about, but it's much more comfortable, and people seem to be in good spirits. So our biggest challenge tonight is safety, that we don't burn anything down, knock on whatever, and, dealing with children and extras and all that kind of stuff. Just that everything goes safely and smoothly and that we get all our shots.
Now to get my flag in there again. Oh, lost the generator. Did we lose both of them?
Here's some jackets. Anybody jackets? Anyone needs any? Anybody needs to be nope, guys are so warm. All right.
One of our generators just went down.
If I focus about
If you focus on the second row, you'll still get her in focus. And have 2 feet to wiggle room.
Okay.
Sounds ready.
Roll sound, ready.
Speed.
Scene 17 apples, take 2.
Speed.
Marker.
Camera set. Action, Peyton. Action, Gloria. Cut. Great, thank you guys. Let's check the gate.
Okay, we're going to check the gate. Everybody hold for a moment. Okay.
Gate's good.
You have one of each. You have one of each, but this includes a tilt. So I don't know how fast is the tilt. You don't have a close-up. You have to ask Navy just to make sure. You have this coming in, and you have this coming up. Do you want to have it?
The mother stand up? No.
No, like people.
Oh, the people obscuring her? That's from Iris's point of view. Okay.
So, yeah, I thought it was standing up. Okay.
It's just different variations.
I'm gonna check. Yeah, I understand. Okay. Sorry.
And the wide one, we're doing just So many people have been involved in this project. I've gotten so much help. It's a super low-budget production. It's a cool project. And really, it's happening because of all these people. I mean, yeah, it's I'm really grateful to have so much help with it. I just hope it turns out well.
It's a short. Although it feels like a feature. It takes as much. I've produced a feature, and this has been just as challenging.
It's really a big, ambitious piece, and if we pull it off, we'll have a nice little golden piece, I think. I think it'll be great.
This is about where we want it.
I mean, Javier looks great in this light. He should have this shit at home for his wife.
She's like a 2.8, the backlight.
I would if I could take this lighting.
Walking around with it like that.
I know, right? You go like, what, baby?
What do you think I light my house with?
Right now, like what's overwhelming me is like this feeling of gratitude for all the help that we've been getting. I think that's pretty unique. And yeah, I'm just extremely happy with all of my cast and crew. I just feel really lucky